Hello, hello. My name is Christina, and I help souls tap into their connection to Source and create the reality that they crave. Today, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. So, this is a secret that most billionaires and gurus are already privy to. Excuse me, this is a secret that once you are able to fully believe it and embody it, then you can literally watch as you create the life that you dream of. So, first things first, there is an underlying living consciousness in all things. Each and every thing around us is comprised of atoms, which are at their core empty space. The same empty space that mystifies scientists and makes up most of our world. This empty space is God, consciousness, source, energy, down to the atomic level, and it just wants to live. That's all this being wants to do is live. You are made in its image, in God's image. Now, when you start viewing the world around you as everyone and everything is an extension of God, source, creation, energy, and understand that its underlying source is living to its fullest experience, then you're going to begin to move about life a little differently. You're going to find a new appreciation for the world around you. Now, being that God is you and you are God, and God just wants to experience life as you, through you, and you understand that about everything around you, you begin to understand that everything is made for you. Source wants you to live out your dreams. Now, once you believe this and start operating in this mindset, it has no other choice but to provide these avenues for this to come to fruition. However, you may not be able to accept those offerings the first time around, but that does not mean that you will not be primed when they cross your path again. I got to take my hair down because trust me, the opportunity will present itself again. Your desires are your birthright, okay? It's time to live authentically. I want you to think about that. You are God experiencing itself through you. What magnificent visions are you going to try and accomplish? Just to see if you can. Because once you fucking know you can, life begins to light up in a way that you never thought imaginable. So I want to give you a little bit about my backstory and how I got to this path today. I really went headfirst in my inner work and manifestation and co-creating my reality when I guess I was about 28. My father had recently disappeared / been murdered. I was drinking very heavily. I was in a long-term relationship that had grown complacent and was stagnant. I was roughly 230 pounds. I was in the worst fucking shape of my life. I was working as a financial coordinator for a dental office, making probably the most money I'd ever made, but I was still just scraping by. I was depressed. I felt hopeless. I even attempted to take my own life. But then something in me clicked. I remembered who the fuck I was. The one that questioned God when I first started to speak. The former gifted kid. The one that always bucked the system, right? And so I went inward. And I did a fuck ton of reflection. I discovered shadow work, which was life-changing, by the way. But mainly, I leaned into and trusted my gut and my intuition. And my intuition told me that I was right about all the things I had questioned when I was younger. And that I was much more powerful than I had been led to believe. Now, I didn't belong stifled in this office job. So as I trusted my gut and my intuition, and I strengthened my connection to source through meditation, I began to set super out of the box goals. Okay. I put down my horrible drinking habit and went cold turkey for the first time in 14 years since I started drinking. I went strictly paleo diet and dropped 100 pounds. I left my office job. I started doing stand-up comedy. I left my relationship where we didn't appreciate one another and were able to form a separate new friendship without the weight of the relationship. I moved into my own place, excuse me, and now flash forward. I recently launched my apothecary and skincare product line and sold out. I'm officially a registered business owner. I own a wellness business that I'm full-time in now. Grounded Ascension Wellness, LLC, is full-time mind, body, spirit wellness, because I know that I deserve abundance. And I know that I am God. And I know that as God, I just want to live as I desire. So I do this by bringing my desires to fruition through knowing that I am worthy, and through intentional, inspired action, mindful living, and a high daily gratitude. So once you start operating with that mentality, you're going to see really radical, drastic, incredible shifts all around you. So I want to read you this excerpt from the short book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. So this book was included in a course that I had the pleasure of being a student in a few years ago when I first launched all of this. It was created by a wonderful, absolutely heavenly angel of a business mentor, Tanza Stahl. Hey, girl. So this book, back to this book, it states that if you simply follow its principles, which I'm going to read to you, then you will get rich. Here we go. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. In order to do this, man must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. He must form a clear mental image of the things he wants and hold this picture in his thoughts with the fixed purpose to get what he wants and the unwavering faith that he does get what he wants. Closing your mind to all that may tend to shake his purpose, dim his vision, or quench his faith. Then he may receive what he wants when it comes. Man must act now on the people and things in his present environment. Y'all, this book was written in 1910. So this book is written as nonfiction, okay, as pure, provable fact with cited sources, situations, and authors. Close to 150 years ago. This is not new information, people. This is not a new idea or trend or gimmick. The truth of the matter is that you are much, much, much fucking more powerful than you are led to believe. You can co-create your wildest desires with God right by your side. Creator energy, divine source, all knowing, all wanting, all providing. You are worthy. Remember the old saying, I'll believe it when I see it? How about I'll see it when I believe it? Believe that it is already yours. Believe that it will happen. My puppy's down there. And watch these opportunities arise. On that note, I'm out. I do offer personal one-on-one transformational and, empowerment coaching and guidance. Live authentically. Tap into your power. Follow your soul's soul purpose. I'm going to be doing another video on the quantum field as well. So make sure to keep an eye out for that, on ways to form a deeper connection directly to source to have those dreams come to fruition a little more quickly. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.